What's up, guys and girls? It's Ridge Wallace with RealSportsTalk.com. Wanted to come at y'all with my Boston Celtics Cleveland Cavaliers Game 1 review of the Eastern Conference Finals that was played a couple days ago. Game 2 is going to be played here in about 10 minutes. My thoughts on the game overall, it was not what I was wanting, not what I was hoping would happen as a Celtics fan. Cleveland kind of really owned Boston for Game 1. They did everything right coming into the Garden. The Garden's energy was great, but Boston was just, they looked like a team that was outplayed. They looked like a team that couldn't match up with Cleveland. Cleveland looked like a team that had better shooters, which I believe they do. I said coming into the series, they had the better team, and they looked like that. Points-wise for each team, James had 38, no surprise. Irving had 35, no surprise. Crowder for Boston had 21, which I thought was nice. He played a great game. He played a good game for the Celtics. Thomas had 17, which was kind of disappointing. You expect more from Isaiah Thomas, especially in the Game 1, especially in the Eastern Conference Finals, especially against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I kind of expected more from him, and I don't think he really delivered for the Boston Celtics. But some stats for you guys. 3-point percentage, Cleveland was 35, Boston was 31. They both shot the three pretty well, I thought. Turnover-wise, Boston had 14, which was kind of a no-go. Not against a team like Cleveland who can take turnovers and turn them into points. Cleveland had 8. They took real good care of the ball in the Boston environment, which is kind of what they needed to do. So they did their job there. Field goal percentage was 48 Cleveland, 46 Boston, kind of even there. My keys to the game really was just my 3 keys to the game. I thought Cleveland's energy was one. They came like a team focused. A team that was ready to just get this series done fast and make this series end fast. And they just played a great Game 1. They took all the momentum. They took the 1-0 lead that I thought Boston couldn't afford to let them take. I thought Boston needed this victory in Boston, and Cleveland came in and did what they needed to do. The second key was Boston's turnovers. Boston's inability to take care of the ball. They did a poor job, and you can't turn over the ball against Cleveland, against a team that can shoot. Washington wasn't as great of a shooting team as Cleveland is. We could afford to be a little bit sloppy with the ball, and Washington didn't make us pay as much, but Cleveland is going to make you pay if you turn the ball over. My third big takeaway was just Boston as a team, I don't think played up to par. I don't think they played up to standard. They lacked energy. They lacked enthusiasm. They looked like a kid getting bullied on the playground and was okay with being bullied. Cleveland bullied them the whole entire game. Cleveland dominated the whole entire game. They did their job the whole entire game. They were physical with Boston. Boston just could not respond to anything the Cleveland Cavaliers were doing. And I think that was really key. So I think that for Game 2, Boston needs to be more physical. They need to make shots. Boston's players need to make shots. You can't turn the ball over, not 14 times against Cleveland. And you need to own up to that crowd. The crowd brought the energy, I thought. I thought Boston's crowd was exactly what you would expect in the Eastern Conference Game 1 final. They did their job, so Boston as a team, you've got to do your job. And you've got to make the shots. I think that's the key. Be physical with Cleveland. Get the ball in Isaiah Thomas's hands more. I think Isaiah Thomas needs to be a little bit more aggressive. He needs to be more in your face, making shots, and just do his job. But overall, I think that, like I said, I think this is a game that Boston can win tonight. I think they can win these home games. They're going to need to. But if Cleveland wins tonight and goes 2-0 in the series, then I think it'll be a fast series. But that's my review, guys. Cleveland gets the victory 117-107 against the Boston Celtics. And I'll be back with you guys tomorrow for Game 2 review. Thanks so much. Have a great night.